Hey there everybody, how you doing? I am Francis and welcome back to Quartz Party Blood Drive. Last episode we played the first extra chapter, which was basically an in-depth story of, well, Morrissey and what he's been up to since he found out that what he's been looking at and admiring all this time was actually Mayu. So today, we're going to be moving on to the next extra chapter. Wonder whose story this is going to be. There's only one way to find out. Let's begin. Martuba. Alright, I'm guessing it's going to be about Magari and the rest of the Martuba clan. It was a few days before Ayumi would be released from the hospital. Oh wow, we're going way back in time. The setting was a dark palatial chamber. Truly palatable at that. With various paintings and tapestries lining the walls and ornament, vividly huing why are you using words I can't pronounce? Candelabras dotting the room, along with a variety of human and animal-shaped objects placed here and there. In short, these were surrounding right from a sinister and supernatural mystique. Such was the nature of Martuba's tome, the secret organization of black magic practitioners to which I belonged. An entity solemn yet stern in variance echoed a low, deep, female voice. We have determined the whereabouts of our holiest of objects. The grimoire plundered from our hands by those detestable Yagora. There was a slow, heavy cadence to her voice and a degree of intuition to the speech that perfectly conveyed both authority and experience. This was not someone to be questioned. Surrounding me in the secret space were numerous shadowy figures, each wearing a black robe. We looked an awful lot like the pop culture perception of devil worshippers. I mean, Martubas kind of are, aren't they? Ooh. Truly? At long last! Damn those Yagora! The Book of Shadows. The weight of this news was evident by the sudden emotional reactions to those around me. I too was wearing a black robe, though the bits of pale skin peeking through would have made it easy to pick me out of the lineup. Lo, the radiance of our queen had reached mine eyes, from the depths of the schoolhouse manifested by the Nirvana. Oh-ho! Just as predicted! Our founder's wisdom rings true. But was the girl of use? There was a palpable sense of excitement throughout the chamber. Magari? Magari, come. Okay. I stepped forward. Mistress Magari of the second degree, we place in thee our trust on thy mission. Thanks a bunch. The very fate of this, our sacred order of Martuba's tome, doth depend solely upon the Book of Shadows. Thus must thou use thy power to retrieve it forthwith. Huh? By myself? Though best the sole master available at this juncture. She with the second right of succession, Azusa Takai, be also present within the Nirvana. Thou art to retrieve both the book and the girl. Well, we know what happened to Azusa, and now that we know about this, that Magari had to get the book as well as Azusa, now it makes more sense what Magari was saying when she finally found Azusa. She kind of was beyond saving at that point. The fuck? Fine. I had no qualms about talking back to our high and mighty leader. But some fights, you just can't win. There was no getting out of this one, so I figured I'd just suck it up and do it. We shall keep thee abreast of all pertinent information. Do not falter. If thou shouldst fail, know that thy right of succession shall be revoked. I see. Heh. I found myself in a local park that night. Hey, this is where Misudo was hanging around when we found out he was no longer in a Nirvana. From atop the jungle gym, I contemplated my situation. Why does everything have to suck so much? With my position as successor on the line, I guess I don't really have any choice but to go. But goddamn, heavy host? Ha! Why? And to have to go after that Azusa on top of everything else? Where the hell did she get off? I laid myself back onto the steel bars of the jungle gym and gazed up at the sky. Heh. The stars were practically bright that night. Ah. Why'd you have to die on me, Naho Sanoki? Naho? Bitch? Scum? Shithead? I could almost make out Naho's wry smile in the night above. As if she'd somehow become a constellation after her passing. She could have been. I was supposed to be the one to kill you. I felt alone. Unchallenged. And then, even a Naho constellation died on me. Sliced through by the tail of a shooting star in the darker night. Why'd you have to leave me? Aren't I good enough for you? Unfortunately, I was alone no longer. A voice rang out from below me. It was Mitsudo. Oh, god damn it. Hey, long time no see. Get out of here, you scum. I hate you. When I turned to look, I saw him standing at the bottom of the jungle gym, waving. Oh! She's wasting no time. I said nothing in response, instead brandishing my sai and leaping from my perch in one swift motion, hoping to catch him off guard and lop off his damned head. He was obviously ready for me, however, casually stopping my advance with a 500 yen umbrella without once displaying the slightest surprise or strain on his face. If I had to give him credit for one thing, it would be keeping cool under pressure. My heart is not insubstantial. He had to have been struggling to hold me back, but it didn't show. You're also after the Book of Shadows, aren't you, Miss Fourth in Line? So how about we work together till one of us gets it? Yeah, Mitsudo, I don't think she's willing to work with you. The sai and the plastic umbrella frame scraped against one another with an ear-splitting shing. I had every intention of killing him right then and there, and I made no effort to hide it. Mitsudo, meanwhile, was just smiling back at me, though he had a look in his eyes as well that slightly belied his outwardly non-coherent regard for this battle. His black pupils shone red in a dim light. Finally, we each pushed hard enough that our weapons clashed and deflected one another, putting some slight distance between us. We'll save this fun for later, persistent Yagura scum. With a flick of the wrist, I shrank the sai back into portable form and sheathed it. I then crossed my arms and smiled. Yeah, there'll be plenty of time for a battle royal later. Guess I'll have to wait till then, cause I sure would love to kill you too, Martuba. When this is all over, I'll be sure to watch you take your last breath. If we're going to work together though, we'll need to be on the same page. I believe what you're looking for is the fully intact Book of Shadows. Am I correct? Your holy object with the nirvana and the core all put right back into it to form the completed whole as it originally manifested. Mitsudo pointed his 500 yen umbrella at me. That nirvana was awakened a long time ago by Yoshi of the Shinozaki lineage, which means the book can't be reformed by anyone but Ayumi, the successor to that line. So I plan on sending Ayumi to the Nirvana to Heavenly Host once more. I'll get her to pay a visit to Makina Shinozaki's apartment. Mitsudo had his arms crossed as well. This was almost as reluctant a truce as they come. Is that so? You do realize that if she dies, there's no one left to replace her. Of course I know that. Which is why I'll be supporting her from the shadows. As much as a real pain in the ass as that is. Okay, you do that. I got some plans of my own. This hardly counts as working together, you know. It's pretty much just a race to see who gets the book first. And that sure as hell ain't gonna be you, you parka freak. Says you, shit bitch. He turned to walk away, but not before chucking a knife in my general direction. It grazed my cheek before embedding itself on the bark of a tree behind me, though I made absolutely no attempts to dodge it, nor did I allow my expression to change even marginally. Excellent! I smiled widely. Drunk on my own insane machinations, the pieces were all falling into place. Things are starting to make sense now. Much later. Lying on my back in the bathing area, I thoroughly sized up the Avarata stones I'd stolen. All the while, a maid was scrubbing me down to get rid of dead skin cells so I could keep on looking pure and lovely. Ouch! The maid just flashed me a smile and continued scrubbing. Book of Shadows aside, I wonder if I can maybe find Naho or Sakana's body. That seems like it might be kind of... The vehement scrubbing was making my body vibrate quite a bit. And between that and my monologuing, I wound up biting my tongue. Immediately, I shot to my feet. That's tight! Stop, you piece of shit! I bit my tongue! Not just yet. We still need to wash you down with hot water. I got so much off, you must feel like a new woman. Is my skin squeaky? It is. Prove it! As you wish. Sure enough, when the maid ran her fingers over my body, the resistance they found created a sound not unlike that of a freshly cleaned plate. Wow, I'm kind of impressed, gotta be honest. Whoa, not bad for a scrub. Okay then, always forgiven. Okay, I gotta admit, I like the dress she's wearing. God, heavenly host. I fell back onto my king-size Canopa bed, sprawling out as much as I possibly could. On the floor nearby was a suitcase my butler, Waddle, had prepared for me. Madame? Waddle was always so courteous and always kept an even tone of voice when addressing me. The preparations have been completed. I turned my head and looked down at the suitcase. Damn it, oh god! I slowly peeled myself off of the bed to begin the atrocious task of packing for my trip to Heavenly Host. Okay, I got 2 questions since we're getting ready to go Heavenly Host. Isn't this dress a bit too much? And what happened to this dress because she obviously was not wearing it when she goes to Heavenly Host? Opened and ready for me, the suitcase contained a number of essentials that Waddle had pre-packed on my behalf. This sucks! It's awful! I hate it! There was a canteen, some store-bought sweet buns, a black robe, some candles, matches, a knife, and a few other assorted survival items. This sucks! It's awful! I hate it! You said that already. You're repeating yourself, girl. Madame, I've also prepared for you some cosmetic water and liquid foundation, along with milk lotion if it's needed. He had 2 large bottles in his hands. I hate it! Of course. Alright, that's the end of Extra Chapter 2, Martuba, and don't you think everything that Magari was packed with is a bit too much? Like, you know what kind of place she's going to. And these extra chapters seem to be a little bit longer than in the original Quartz Party, so we're going to do 1 extra chapter per video, so that's going to do it for today. Thank you everybody for joining me and coming back to Quartz Party wow, I almost said Book of Shadows. Blood Drive, part of my confusion, although the confusion can make sense since the Book of Shadows plays more of a part in this game than it did in the game that it was named off of. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. I was like lost my train of thought there for a moment as it was resetting, but it does that when I stay on that screen for too long. Either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you for joining me. See you guys next time, but until then, have a nice day. Bye, everybody.